What's going on YouTube? My name is Coxie and this is part 18 in our first person shooter tutorial series in Unity. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to make a damage screen. So basically when the player gets attacked now, instead of just having our health indicator here to let us know that we take damage, we're also going to have some type of blood splatter come around the edge of the screen, and that's going to flash on and then fade out every time that we take damage. I've made it so that the enemy now attack time is 1 second, and I just changed the damage amount to 20 so that we can get hit 5 times and see the damage screen in action a bit better. First things first, I want to talk to you guys about the channel and what's going on with the channel and what I'm thinking about doing for the future of this channel. As you guys have probably noticed, I've been uploading a lot more videos than usual the past few weeks, and I'm going to continue this trend as much as I can and upload as many videos as I can. The only issue is, for me, it takes a lot of time for me to make these tutorials, and I have a day job and a family as well. So I'm going to try some different ways to try to generate some revenue for the channel. Currently I don't make 1 cent. I've made a lot of videos and spent a lot of hours making the tutorials. I do love doing it, don't get me wrong, but if I could generate some type of revenue for doing this, it would help me improve the channel a lot more as well, so that I could upload more content. Hopefully I could use some money to pay someone to make us some assets so that we could use them in future game tutorials. For instance, we could pay someone to make some first person shooter arms and guns and animations and things like that, so that we can build a really cool first person or third person shooter in future, and you guys could get the assets, and we could build it together and you could use them assets however you wanted. Whereas currently we can't just get paid assets. I can't just get paid assets from the asset store and let you guys have them, because that's just not allowed, and I can't use other people's stuff and give it to you guys because of copyright issues. So I would really like to try to generate some type of income for this channel, and we could use that for a lot of cool things, and also to help me be able to make a lot more tutorial videos, do a few different types of game styles. We could do a 2D game, we could do a survival game, we could do basically anything, third person shooter, whatever you guys want we can do. So yeah, that's kind of where my head's at the moment. I've actually added some cryptocurrency wallet addresses to the description in the videos, so people can donate that way if they're into cryptocurrency. I've also started a Patreon today, and you guys can join up to the Patreon and you get special bonuses and benefits for actually being a Patreon member. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way and just let you guys know what I was thinking, and the direction that I want this channel to go, because I really want to build this channel up. I love making tutorials, and just even if I just help a few people who are starting out, or people that can already sort of do a little bit of coding, if I can help them achieve better results in making their games, or help them out in some way, it's an awesome feeling. I remember when I first started coding and started learning to code, and just doing the most simple things for me, I found it amazing, and it just got me hooked straight away. So yeah, this is what I would like to do, and hopefully we can continue from here and generate some type of income and keep making more content. Okay guys, thanks for listening. To get that out of the way, and we'll get started with this tutorial. So what I've gone ahead and done is I got this I got an image off just off Google Images, and I'd put it in Photoshop and just mucked around for it a little bit, and then I've just imported it to Unity. I will actually upload this to my Dropbox so you guys can just download it from there. There will be a link in the description to get it. And now it's in Unity, it's actually come in as the default texture. I actually want to change that to 2D and UI sprite and just apply the changes. I'll actually upload it to Dropbox like this, so you guys won't have to worry about this. It'll already be a 2D sprite. So what we're going to do is in our canvas we have our health. I'm just going to right click and create an image. We'll call this damage image. And if you click on 2D and then double click the damage image, you'll see this is in the middle of our screen and it's just a white little box, and it's currently got no image in the source image. So what we can do, we want this to be the whole screen. So if you just go to anchors like we have done before, and if you hold down Shift and Alt and then click on this stretch one here to stretch to the whole screen, just left click there, it automatically stretches it to fit the whole canvas, which is the whole screen of our game. So now that's done, we can simply just drag our damage image into there like so, and it's all ready to go. So what we're going to do now is we'll go into our scripts, player health, and in our player health we're going to add a few more variables. I'll do this under a header. I know I haven't done this consistently, but at some stage I'm probably going to go through and tidy up all the scripts and get it all sorted out so it's nice and neat. And if people sign up and become a Patreon, you'll actually be able to download the scripts for each tutorial series. So when you get the scripts, they should be nice and neat and tidy and ready to go. So for this header, I'm just going to call it damage image or damage screen. And we are going to need a public, sorry, we don't have to do a public. What are we going to need? We're going to need, yeah, bugger it, we'll do a public color, and we'll call this damage color. We'll also do a public image, and we'll call this damage image. And we will do a float, and this will be we'll call it color smoothing, and you'll see why we're doing this in a minute. I'll show you, but for now we'll just get these three variables, and also actually we'll probably want a boolean, and we'll say bool is taking damage. Okay, so we've got these four new variables here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put an update function back in under here, under start, void update, and in our update we're going to say if we are taking damage, so if is taking damage, then we want this damage image damage image dot color, we want to equal that to our damage color, and this will all make sense soon. So damage color, and then here we'll say else. So if we're not taking damage, we're going to use another lerp again. I've been trying to get better and more confident with using different types of lerps. We've already used 2 in this tutorial series, and today we're going to use the color lerp. So what we're going to do, basically if we take damage, we're going to set the color of our image to the damage color. And what we actually want to do is, if you go back into the project and click on the damage image, if we click on the actual color, you'll see here we've got the alpha, we've got the red, green and blue, and then we've got the alpha. So if we drag that alpha all the way to the left, it makes it completely transparent, and that's how we want to start it. So basically it's gonna, when we start the game, it's gonna be invisible, and then if we take damage, we're going to set the color of this to the damage color, and the actual damage color, if you save this, Control S, go back into the project, and if we click on our player, you'll see here we've got our damage screen and we've got our damage color, which is currently set to black. So what we want to do is we want to set this to red, and we also want it to have some type of transparency. Just try 150 to start off with. And while we're here, we may as well drag the damage image into the damage image. So when we take damage, our damage screen is going to go from being completely invisible to having this much transparency, 150, so it'll show up on the screen. And then once we're not taking damage, so as soon as we've been hit, then we're going to lerp back to the original state of the color, which was completely transparent. So to do that, we're going to say damage image dot color equals color dot lerp, and it's going to lerp from the actual state it's in now, which is the damage image dot color. And we could write like color and then say 0 F for the red. We could say 0 F for the green, 0 F for the blue, and 0 F for the transparency. That's one way to do it. Or we could just simply write, what is it? It's color dot clear. Yeah, this one. So yeah, this one is automatically going to set everything to the 0 value. Okay, instead of writing it out like that. Like we could have just written it out like that, but this is a built-in. It's already built into Unity, so we may as well use it. So we just say color.clear. It'll automatically set all the RGB and the alpha to 0, and then we can do the rest and say. So we've got our color A, color B, and then our float. So we've already made our float, which is the color smoothing. So we can now say color smoothing times time dot delta time, and So that'll lerp us back to the original transparent color by the color smoothing, which we need to set a value for. So we'll just say, we'll set that to say 6. And now we need to let it know when we are actually taking damage. So we know we're taking damage here. We could say it here. We're definitely taking damage here because we're going to be dead. True. And we're also going to be taking damage here. And that should be the only times we're taking damage. Yep. So if you Control S and save that script and go back into Unity, I'm just going to Control S and save the actual game, or save the actual scene and project, I should say. So if we go into the game now and we get hit by the enemy, okay, so it actually hasn't it worked, but it hasn't disappeared. So bool is taking damage should equal false to start off with, of course, because we're not taking damage to start with. And then, of course, yeah, we need to actually make sure that we set it back to false as well. So once this is finished, this should be false. Okay? And that will solve the issue. So I'll just save that and get back into it. So now it should fade back out again. You take damage and then it's gone. Okay? Damage. Okay, cool. Oh, that reminds me. One more thing. I'll just show you this one more time. These zombies will also be able to do it. So damage. Okay. So with our iron sights, I did notice that it's a bit off center. It's not right. So I'm pretty sure it's just if we go to our player and open up our first person character and click on our pistol, click on animation and go to our iron sights on. Let's just have a look. So if we actually go to the animation into the game, so here you can see with the rotation, for some reason it's not exactly 180. So if I do minus 180, because it's only slightly off. So if I make sure that it's set to that, it's set to it there, because we just set it to there, of course. Let's just have a look and see if that's better. It was only slightly off. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. That's way better. Okay. Problem solved. That was nice and easy. Love that. Okay. Okay, guys. So that's it. We now have a damage image, and our game is progressing along quite nicely. Don't forget to take this off 2D. And yeah, remember what I said about the channel and where we're going. You guys really appreciate your feedback in the comments. Please like the videos if you learn something or enjoy them. Click the bell icon so you get notified when I release new videos. They will be coming quite frequently as I can make them and put them out in my spare time. And yeah, let me know what you think, and hopefully we can just go upwards from here. Okay guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.